been a very wet summer and we don't have a mosquito problem. The tick problem we are starting to work on. That's another video. 2 ways I keep the mosquitoes down. 1, stagnant water like in a bucket or something. Try and tip that out every time it rains. 2, this is my rainwater from my house. Almost looks like a little lagoon. On the pictures and maybe here you can see a bunch of little dots. Those are mosquito larvae. This is the best trap ever. Let me say, wait a second, this is breeding ground. Perfect, you want breeding ground for mosquitoes. If you see online, you've probably seen the mosquito traps where somehow some type of CO2 in a soda bottle and they get trapped in there. It's been debunked, those don't work. I've tried it myself. And those aren't large enough. What mosquitoes need is to smell and sense a good breeding ground that other mosquitoes are bred in, and more of a stagnant, non-moving water. And this is perfect. This rainwater is perfect for them. I also got lots of tadpoles in there, you might see. Those aren't enough to take care of it, but what is pretty natural is mosquito dunks. Mosquito dunks basically allow them to lay their eggs, allow them to hatch, but they can't get past the larva stage, which is perfect because it tricks the mosquitoes into thinking that this is a perfect breeding ground for the mosquitoes. And instead what happens is this becomes a death camp for mosquitoes. We're not out much in the evenings, we are out in the mornings. And I tell you what, I do not have a mosquito problem. Admittedly, that I am lucky I don't have other bodies of water near me. And this is the main one, but this is right by our house, kind of in the center of our property, and it just traps them all. Just simply put that dunk out there. It's safe. They even say on the back of here this could be used for feeding troughs. I don't think I could trust that, but anyway, it's supposed to last about a month, and I think a 6-pack is like $6, so $1 a month. I use mine a little bit more often because being that we've had getting a lot of rain, the whatever is the active ingredient might wash out. So if you have any standing water that constantly accumulates, great to put this in. Ooh, you can see them there. All those little dots are them trying to breathe at the surface. That's all of them. That is a lot of them. And none of them will go on to continue. I've been doing this for 3 years now, and our mosquito problem is not a problem. Any mosquitoes that do come on the property from surrounding, they immediately try to breed, they die off, and they don't come back. This is probably the closest to a miracle trap I've found. The only other traps I've heard of is making some type of fish pond to where goldfish or something are basically eating them. It creates a similar great breeding ground for them, but they get eaten up. In this case, I don't have to worry about an animal, you know, allowing a few of them to escape. This gets 100% of them. You can buy them at almost all your big box stores or online.